this quote from Aljamain Sterling is circulating, saying, if I was able to take down a short, stocky guy like Cejudo, who was a gold medalist, what makes you think I can't take down Sean O'Malley? And we all saw what happened in the fight. Now, here's the thing. I agree with Aljamain Sterling. It's harder to take down someone who's shorter than you. Why? Because you have to get to the hips, as opposed to someone taller, because it's more direct. It's easier to get in on them. So why couldn't he take him down? I would argue he really didn't have any setup to take down Sean O'Malley. All he did against O'Malley at first of all, he should have, as soon as the fight starts, he should have shot. The same way Khabib did against Conor. The same exact way. It should have been an early takedown. It should have been quick. It should have been the first thing on his mind. I have no clue why he tried to play the striking game with O'Malley. Why he tried to do the leg kick and the distance game and all that stuff. You're not going to win that game against Sean O'Malley. You're just not. Especially if you're Aljamain Sterling. Maybe Marlon Vera may have a chance. Maybe Corey Sandhagen may have a chance. But if you're Aljamain Sterling, you don't have a chance of winning that game against Sean O'Malley. I don't know why he did it. I have a video on my page. It's pinned, giving my prediction for the fight. And I said that I believe Aljamain Sterling would be able to grapple O'Malley and win the fight. I also said that the longer the fight stays on the feet, the more it benefits Sean O'Malley, and how Sean O'Malley could win the fight. I basically gave an idea of how the fight will play out either way, if this guy wins or if that guy wins. And it played out exactly how I said if O'Malley was to win. It played out just like that. So, people are saying, oh, this aged well, blah, blah, blah. It kind of did, because I was right on both sides, but whatever. Predictions are hard in MMA. It's the most unpredictable sport in the world, Predictions are hard. But in terms of mapping out how this guy wins, how that guy wins, all day with the accuracy on that one, boys. So with that said, Aljamain Sterling really needs to think about why he decided to do that. And personally, I would like to say that maybe the pressures of being champion was too much, because I know he talked about that too after the fight. He was talking about how much pressure it was and things. And I feel like a lot of times in life, not just fighters, but anybody, think about yourself and your job and things like that. We like to sabotage ourselves. We like to do things that we really shouldn't do, that go against our best interests, I don't know why we do this, but we do it. And I think maybe that's what was happening with Aljamain Sterling. I think he didn't really enjoy being champion at times, the way the UFC would still force him into fights like they did against O'Malley. And I think he definitely didn't give O'Malley the proper respect either. And when we see that, a lot of times we see the slip of the banana peel and the humbling of a fighter, Against Henry Cejudo, how could you not respect flyweight champion who beat Demetrius Johnson, who was the GOAT of the division, a bantamweight champion who beat Dominic Cruz, who was the GOAT of the division, and TJ Dillashaw, who's another possible in the GOAT conversation of the division. This was before he popped for what did he pop for? What did TJ pop for? EPO, before he popped for that. So, and he's an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. So, Henry is a very well-respected competitor. And O'Malley's not, Who has O'Malley fought? All these things Aljo was saying. He didn't respect O'Malley. He didn't give him the proper... He didn't have the same urgency that he did against Cejudo, I think if he went in there against O'Malley again, knowing what could happen to him, knowing that it did happen to him, I think he wins the rematch if they did do an immediate rematch. However, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't see that happening. But I think it would be a big event. It would be a big-time event if they did the dominant champion, which Aljo was for a time, against O'Malley in a rematch. I would watch that fight. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to move on. But with that said, it is what it is. It's a good look into the psychology of things when we watch these fights. It's a good look at the mental makeup, why we do what we do, self-sabotage, why, stuff like that. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you agree with me, disagree with me, doesn't matter. Just join the discussion, and please follow for more. Thank you.